Taurus, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. This is going to be your reading for January for 2021. This is going to apply for your sun, moon, rising, possibly your Venus, depending on what shows up today. We're going to go ahead and start this reading by cleaning out our energy. Inhale and exhale as it feels comfortable to you. Okay, so I want to remind everyone to don't forget to like and subscribe if you've not already done so. For Taurus for January 2021. Taurus for January 2021. All right, we're going to have one more shuffle. Taurus for January 2021. Taurus for January 2021. Bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor. So there's something you're trying to take control over or maintain your power within. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and start. In your current energy, you have the Tower crossed by the King of Wands. So some of you might be having conflict with a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. It looks like what's causing a tower moment potentially for you, if it's not a fire sign, is that you're not really acting in passion. You're not acting by something that you're inspired to, or let's see. I feel like some of you, sorry, I feel like some of you aren't really following your intuition in regards to something that you were inspired to do, or something that you had a strong urge to either take an action in something or stop doing something, and that's causing a tower moment for you currently. Your underlying energy is the Sun, so I feel like you're really trying to get back to being healthy and happy and joyful in your life. You might be trying to have things illuminated on things that you might be confused by. In your recent past, you have the King of Cups, and what this speaks about is that it's an action of love, either for you or towards you or by you. You might also be dealing with the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And the energy that's crowning you, you have the Four of Cups. So there's something that you're really wanting to have an emotional connection to. You might have a lot of options, but there's one that's kind of stands out above the rest. There's something like you have an idea of how you want your relationships to be, and I feel like right now you kind of you're not acting out of the way that you're directed to by spirit, so that's causing difficulty for you. But you're thinking heavily about what you're inspired to do, and how do you provide love so that it's stable, and how do you receive love in a stable manner. In your near future, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like a lot of you are thinking about ways that you can be prosperous and abundant. You're also trying to stand in your power to do so. You're trying to maintain your self-confidence and self-control to bring in your abundance. How you feel about yourself, you have the Ten of Cups. So I feel like you see yourself as being ready for a solid connection, a solid commitment. For some of you, I'm picking up that you've loved somebody more than they loved you. And maybe you were inspired to kind of change the dynamics of the relationship, or just end the relationship, and you didn't do so. You're finding it difficult right now to be in that energy. Other people see you as the Ten of Wands. So other people in your environment might notice that there's been something you've been holding on to for too long, that it's weighing you down, making you feel discouraged and disappointed, and for some of you, even depressed. But in your near future, like, you're being called to like really focus on your abundance, focus on your prosperity, and how you have your hopes or fears, which I'm getting it's a fear, obviously, is the Five of Pentacles. So what this speaks about is being left out in the cold, loving somebody more than they love you, putting into somebody more than they're putting into you. And your final outcome, should things remain the same, you have the Queen of Swords. So there's either going to be a harsh communication that comes towards you, which is going to make you like cut certain people out of your life, or you'll be thinking heavily about how do you transition forward to improve yourself and your situation in your environment, so that you can live the life of abundance filled with love that you want, that you've been hoping for. I'm going to go ahead and pull some clarifiers for Taurus for January 2021. Sorry, it's a new deck and it's kind of heavy, so it's a little difficult to shuffle. Alright, this will be our final shuffle. Okay, clarify the Tower Spirit. So your Tower moment, you have the World card, the Queen of Coins, and the Knight of Cups. So in regards to how you're feeling currently, there's something changing in your environment. You might be moving, some of you might be moving. You're trying really hard to focus on your pentacles and bring in your abundance, but you're finding it very heavy, and you can't resist the thought of love, like thinking of how do you change the action around, how do you bring in love. There's when you should be focusing on your pentacles and your abundance and your wealth, you're finding yourself distracted by love. Like either somebody's trying to make a connection with you and you really need to or want to spend more time focusing on your career or your job, or there's a transition you need to make in regards to how you do your money, but or how you receive money. But you're not taking the actions forward that you're being guided to, because you're more thinking about solidifying a connection or improving a connection. There's some sort of connection that you're involved in that takes up a lot of your mind space, when even when you're supposed to be focusing on your abundance and your wealth. To clarify the energy that's crossing you, you have the Eight of Coins with the Queen of Cups. So this again is reiterating. So you should be focusing on your pentacles, but instead you're having thoughts of love. Like you're distracted by a relationship or wanting a relationship when you're being encouraged to build up your abundance and build up your prosperity. So when you're at work and you're thinking about, when you're at work and you should be thinking about how you could bring in your abundance, you're actually spending time thinking about that person or the relationship that you want. And this is causing you to have like the Emperor energy in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, you do have them in the upright, but to clarify this energy, it's causing you to not feel in your power. It's causing you to feel defeated in some way, shape, or form. Let's focus on the King of Cups. Okay, so in your recent past, you have the Ace of Coins, the Two of Swords, and the Chariot. So in regards to these actions of love that somebody provided to you or you provided to somebody, it was a new opportunity, but it left a lot of confusion, whether it was for you or the other person. And then either you or the other person is trying to move away from it or change that energy around. I'm trying to get back into that energy of staying in your power, your personal power. You're trying to refocus yourself. I feel like a lot of you guys are in a relationship that's not healthy potentially. Excuse me, you're in a relationship that's not healthy for you potentially. And others of you, there's a connection that you want. And you know it's best for you to focus on building up your prosperity and your wealth. but you can't help yourself to keep going back to that energy of feeling confused, feeling like a little discouraged, feeling like there's something that you want to change or transition or receive in regards to a love offer. In regards to this Four of Cups. So there's something that you want very badly in a relationship. I feel like you're pretty stable for the most part, but you do want to have this loving connection. You feel like that'll bring in it'll bring in your abundance more, and you want to take actions of passion forward with it. Okay, clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles for Taurus for January. Okay, so I'm getting like this is what you're currently, that you'll see in your near future. You have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Three of Wands. So I'm getting that there'll be like communication out of truth or clarity for you. It's going to cause you to act very strongly, like really stand in your power. That might lead you to having something to celebrate and have victory with, but at the same time it'll cause a lot of mental conflict and confusion, and it'll leave you like waiting for like what you feel you're entitled to. And what you're not seeing is in regards to that, the Knight of Swords and the Two of Wands. So Spirit's encouraging you to get out of your thoughts and to focus on like how do you want to move forward. You're not seeing the path set for you because you're distracted. You're not focusing on the task at hand, basically. It's basically like if I'm at work all day and I know I have to get all these things done because they're my priorities at work, but my mind is distracted by my personal life or things that I want to change in my personal life. I'm not fully focused on what I'm doing at work, so I might not get everything done. I might leave errors. I might seem very distracted to the people around me. But Spirit's encouraging you to pick a path and focus your energy on that path. Like realize what your priorities are and don't force the energy. When it's meant for you, it will come in at the time and place that it's supposed to. Final outcome. Okay, so the final outcome, you have the High Priestess, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. So basically what it looks like is this thing that you're going to have to cut out, or your final outcome. You're really being encouraged to focus on what it is that you want to create and defend it and stand up for it. Even though you have a lot of mental confusion and difficulty right now, you're being encouraged to focus on what you're really passionate about, the things that really bring you joy. Otherwise, you might find yourself, like what's stable for you right now. Focus on that energy, on how you can build and create things from that, and then take movement forward towards that. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself feeling like hurt and defeated in a situation. For some of you, I'm getting some of you want to make an offer to somebody in your life, but you're not sure how that's going to go. So you spend a lot of time thinking about how you do that, what that would look like. But Spirit's really advising you to walk away from that energy and focus on the task at hand. Focus on what you currently have going in your life, and what's meant for you will fall into place. You need to quit allowing yourself to be distracted and feeling defeated in a certain situation, because you do have the ability to create anything that you want to. You just have to be fully engaged in that energy. Let's see. Bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Coins. So really pick the path that's right for you. Pick things that you're guided to and focus your energy on that. Don't be so scattered and so rigid in the like where you're not being willing to see the direction that Spirit is trying to guide you to, because Spirit is trying to protect you and help you from causing like a self-destruction in some sort of way. Let's get advice. Final advice for Taurus for January 2021. Final advice for Taurus for January 2021. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I feel like you just keep going back and forth of you want a loving connection, and that's what you heavily focus on right now. You want somebody to be with, and then you get discouraged and disappointed, feeling like it's not going to come in, or the person you want isn't going to want you back. But Spirit's advising you to really focus on your pentacles right now, focus on your wealth and your prosperity, focus on self-love, and that when it's right, the time is right, then it'll come in for you. You want to have somebody, you yourself want to be at a level that you're healthy and feeling abundant and feeling confident. Because if you're feeling lack and disappointment, discouragement, that's the energy you're going to bring in. So the partner you bring in, or the relationship that you continue to work on, will be of that same energy. But once you realize your value and put the work into the things that you're drawn to, the things that you're guided to, then that's going to bring in the partner that's meant for you, somebody that's healthy and mature. And whatever it is that we are, whatever we bring in is of that same energy. So Spirit's really encouraging you to focus on your pentacles, focus on rebuilding yourself, giving confidence to yourself, and stop allowing yourself to focus so hard on things that you can't control right now. Be in your mindset about yourself, about what you want to bring in, and focus your energy there. And then you'll notice you'll start to feel better. And then the people that come around you will be in that same energy as well. Okay, so for your advice, you have the Six of Swords. This speaks about leaving things that are difficult, leaving things that are like mental stress, arguing, like disappointing energy. You want to leave that behind. Spirit's advice for Taurus. Even though right now you're still going through that energy, Spirit wants you to focus more on what it is that you're trying to bring in. So you have this additional clarifiers is the Three of Wands, the Death card, and the Star card. So once you leave these things behind, like focusing your energy where it's not appreciated, not respected, not valued in the way it should be, and actually focus on what it is that you're trying to bring in, and allow Spirit to let it come in without forcing it, just like understand and appreciate that everything has its right time for you. Put an end to your disappointment and discouragement, the lack of hope, the lack of faith. That's what's actually going to bring in your wish fulfillment. So make sure that you're willing to walk away from the things that don't serve you, especially with the Queen of Swords right here in your final outcome. She speaks about cutting things that do not serve her. And then you have the Six of Swords out here as well for your advice. That speaks about leaving things that are difficult for you, that are mentally conflicting, argumentative energies, things like that. You want to walk away from that. Let that energy pass away so that you can move on to your wish fulfillment. And then the bottom of the deck is Temperance. So you want to balance yourself out so that you're able to bring in something that's balanced and healthy for you. Okay, Taurus, don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not already done so. I appreciate your time very much. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I hope everything works out the way that you want it to, but I know everything will work out for your best interest and your greatest good.